So Drake recently released his 7th studio album, and girl, the fans are coming for him for wasting their time. The dragging has been insane, but Drake has a few words for the haters. But wait, what did he just say about Rihanna and ASAP Rocky? Child, this man sure likes the drama, cause what on earth was he even thinking? So Drake decided to pull a Beyonce and release a surprise album with only a couple of hours notice. The album is titled, honestly, Nevermind, and fans almost lost their minds with joy, cause y'all know that Drake is hot on these streets and he has a pretty impressive fan base that's always on standby to stream whatever music he drops. We only had a couple of hours before the album dropped, so it's not like we waited for weeks. Then, well, the album dropped, but things quickly went left because fans did not like it at all. Okay, that's not entirely true, because there are some diehard Drake fans and loyalists that have been swearing all over the internet that the album is great and people are lying saying that it's mid. It's mostly just Drake stans, like the person that said, Drake album good, people keep tripping. Yet another fan said, Drake's new album is a work of art and for the girlies only. Then there are comments like this one that says, Drake dropped an album full of music them jellyfish was dancing to on SpongeBob. What? How do people even come up with this stuff? However, I have listened to the album and I honestly don't think it's that bad. I think that it's very different from what we have grown to expect from Drake, because it's a different sound and vibe than his other albums. And I'm not saying that the album is super good either, because it feels like it's just in between. And I think that that is the problem. Drake is one of the top artists in the world and fans are going to hold him and his music to a very high standard, much higher than they would another artist that isn't as big as Drake. So while I think the album is not that bad, it's just not the quality that we expect from Drake. And this is the problem. We had high expectations and he just said laugh out loud and burst our bubble. But some people said that the album gets better with each listen. So I guess we're just going to have to wait for the album to grow on us or something like that. It's also wild how he went from dropping an insanely good album like Certified Lover Boy to this. I mean, I thought that things were supposed to get better, not worse. Oh, and don't even get me started on the album art. Now y'all know I don't be trying to bash artists because I know and appreciate how hard they work. But Drake, honey, I really don't think I can defend you on this one, because in my opinion, the cover art just doesn't look good. Not even in the slightest. It's like he and his team didn't even try to come up with something creative. They just opened the clip art, typed something, and just ran with it. Again, this is not me bashing Drake, because like I said, I know artists work hard. But I am pointing out that it feels like this album did not receive as much attention to detail as the other ones. Not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that it could have been better, that's all. Fans have also been dragging the album art, with one fan saying, I haven't listened to all of the new Drake, but can we talk about how awful the album art is? Like pixely and hard to read and ugly. Someone else said, Drake really has the worst album art of all time. And I don't see no lies here. Yeah, it looks like every part of the album is being dragged. And this is surprising because I don't think that this has happened to him before. Now that's not the only thing that people are talking about regarding the album, because they're also talking about the video to the song, Falling Back, where he gets married to multiple women at the same time. But what was actually sending me was that Tristan Thompson appeared. We all know that Tristan can't keep it in his pants, even if his life depended on it. So he seems like the perfect guy to be the best man at the wedding, where one man is wearing a lot of wives at the same time. Scratch that. I'm pretty sure Tristan would have gave up anything to be the person getting married to multiple women. It's right up his alley. But hopefully Chloe wouldn't be one of the women, because baby deserves so much more than that. This video has become super popular and racked up millions of views in only a couple of days, and it has been on the topic of discussion amongst fans, especially the part where Tristan came in. Someone commented, Drake having Tristan Thompson and Falling Back is so funny, like what in the toxic mid community is going on? Another person said, Tristan Thompson being the best man in the Falling Back video while Drake marries multiple women, it makes sense. Somehow that's not all the drama related to this album, because there is still one more drama that's tied to it. Well, to be fair, I kind of understand why people are talking about this other drama, because it has to do with Rihanna. And y'all know anything related to Rihanna is big news, especially if it has to do with her and Drake. For those who somehow missed this, Rihanna and Drake used to be a thing. They dated off and on for a couple of years after Drake had been in the friend zone forever ever. But then he goofed and cheated on Riri, and she broke up with him and kicked him back to the streets. He spent a long time trying to get back with her, but she pretty much shut the door in his face and told him that she was no longer interested. She didn't even stay friends with him, and she moved on quickly after that. But as you guys know, Riri has been dating rapper ASAP Rocky for a hot minute now, and they're public with their love. They recently had their first child together, and everyone is happy for them. Well, everybody except for Drake, that is. It looks like our lover boy Drake is still burning for Riri because he recently sang about her on his album. Well, not exactly sang, because the album was more of him throwing major shade at her and ASAP Rocky. In the song Text Go Green, he sings, "If I was in your shoes, I would hate myself. Left all this behind to be with someone else. Why should I fake it anymore? Text go green, it hits a little different on it. I know you missed the days when I was gripping on it." Ugh, how on earth is he shading Rihanna when the whole reason that they broke up was because he cheated on her? And he's still out here throwing jabs at her and her new man after they just had their first baby? Child, it's the audacity for me. At least he left that baby out of it, so I guess that counts for something. And I just find it interesting how he managed to convince himself that Rihanna misses him. I don't know Rihanna personally, but I don't think that she would have gone ahead to have an entire child with another man if she was really missing Drake that bad. But hey, that's just my opinion, and maybe Drake knows something that I don't. But if you know the internet, then you'll know that the fans are going to clown Drake for this. Y'all know what they say, the internet never forgets. And it's still very fresh in the internet's mind because Drake used to be obsessed with Rihanna, so fans took every opportunity that they could to clown him over it. Someone said, "Rihanna made the pregnancy announcement and Drake ain't been the same since, shake my head." And this person said, "Rihanna really did our man Drake bad. Text Go Green is just Take Care Part 2. Another fan said, "Text Go Green, the best song on the album? Rihanna, I don't know, you do it." Anywho, back to Drake and his album. I think that he is honestly shocked that people are dragging him and saying that his album is mid. Drake has always been a fan favorite, no matter how bad a song is. People are gonna eat it up and hype it up while they're at it. So to see people dragging him and saying his album is bad is honestly a first for me. But hey, if there's one thing that we can be grateful for, is that we didn't anticipate that album for a long time. But can you imagine if it took him that long to drop like Kanye West did with Donda and then he dropped a mid album? Girl, the internet would have been dragging him even more. But it looks like Drake doesn't care about the dragging because he sent a sub across the haters on social media soon after the dragging started. He posted these pictures on Instagram and captioned them Sympathy 22. The pictures look like they were taken at some sort of party for the album, and in the first picture, we can see Drake giving a middle finger and subtly telling the haters and naysayers to go F themselves. Okay, Drizzy, we see you. He also addressed it directly, and well, take a look at the clip for yourself.
It's all good if you don't get it yet. It's all good. That's what we do. That's what we do. We wait for you to catch up. We're here though. We caught up already. On to the next. My goodness. It's calling my name.
He also wrote a note on Apple Music, and at the end he said, "I got here being realistic. I didn't get here being blind. I know what's what, and especially what and who is by my side. Honestly, never mind." So he's securing his own artistry, and I guess that's what really counts. He also dedicated the album to Virgil Abloh, and I think that that's really sweet. But then someone said, Drake dedicated his new album, Honestly Nevermind, to Virgil Abloh? He must have hated that man. And this absolutely sent me. Y'all are so rude. Anywho, that's all for Drake and his messy album drama, but I've got some more celeb drama for you guys, so check out this video.